14-year-old Nadia Isle was bullied in school because she has or had big ears. From the age of 10, she was begging her mother to have her ears pinned back, and because of a foundation known as the Little Baby Face Foundation, she was able to get the surgery for free. However, there's a twist to the story. Let's watch.
Now I'm just shy and I'd rather not talk to anyone. It happened so many times that it kind of all blends together.
Dr. Thomas Romo with the Little Baby Face Foundation recommended she change more than just her ears.
I love thin chins, but I don't want them as pointy as that chin.
She never talked about the nose or the chin before, right?
She did not, because she didn't recognize that.
The nonprofit organization offers free plastic surgery for children, like Nadia, who are bullied because of their physical appearance and can't afford an operation. You look beautiful and you look happy. How are you feeling?
I feel better about myself. No regrets. I'm glad I got it done.
God, I gotta Supreme Court this. I'm torn on this. So look, on the one hand, I feel bad for her. She had the ears that were significantly sticking up. I can see how you might want to tuck those a little bit so that you don't get bullied in school all the time. On the other hand, I mean, she didn't need a nose job or a chin job. That was just gratuitous. It's a non-profit there, and they're not charging her. They $40,000. But is that what we're going to do with our kids now when they're 14 years old? We have to say, oh my God, if you're not the perfect standard of beauty, I got to get you to a non-profit to pay for your plastic surgery? I'm torn on that, man.
I'm not torn on it. I'm actually a lot more, I guess, opinionated on this than you are. I think that pinning her ears back was the right move. She's 14, the ears were sticking out significantly. I know people are gonna make the ridiculous argument of, oh, you're a 14-year-old who's being bullied, oh, you need to have better self-confidence and deal with it and get over it. No, the real world doesn't work that way. Okay, people judge you on your looks on a regular basis. They judge you on your looks at school, they do it when you're at work, and it never ends, okay, especially if you're a woman. And men too, by the way. We've done numerous studies about men. You have to be tall, you have to be buff. If you're overweight, you're not gonna get hired. It's ridiculous, okay? We live in a superficial world. So pinning her ears back was fine. The nose job, I got a little uncomfortable with, right? Because she didn't have an issue with her nose before. Why is the doctor convincing her you need to get a nose job? The chin thing, I don't agree with at all. She did not need a chin surgery. And I feel like this doctor realized that there was a foundation that was willing to pay for the surgeries, and he said, nah, why don't we throw a chin job in there as well?
Well, it's his foundation, but look, I don't know how he, what cut he gets out of it, et cetera, so I don't know about his motivations. Now, look, anybody keeping it real looks at those pictures and says, look, she looks great afterwards. You gotta hand it to that, right? But at the same time, do I want my 14-year-old going under a knife because of our standards of beauty? And you're right, look, so, and there might be other advantages too, though, Anna. So I'm not a perfectly buff guy, as I don't know if you could tell, okay? So, okay, let's say I have a harder time getting a job. All right, then I started my own show and my own company. And now we're number one. What now, right? But maybe that insecurity helped me to do that, right? So we don't know that.
Not everyone is as resilient as you are, Cenk. That's just the reality. And look, women are a lot more sensitive when it comes to looks because there's a higher standard of beauty, and not just because men are judging their beauty, because other women are judging their beauty. In fact, she was talking about how a girl came up to her in school and told her, you have the biggest ears I've ever seen, and just made her feel like crap about it. And she has to deal with that for the rest of her life unless she has a simple procedure to pin her ears back.
Justice Jackson.
Stuff like, ears and little things like that. I don't know. I'm on the fence. As you said, Anna, the rest of that stuff is ridiculous. That doctor seemed like he's exploiting her. That picture right there, first off, she has makeup on over there.
Yep.
And it's like those infomercials where, they're like, oh, look at my skin before I tried this acne treatment. And then you got full makeup on. I can't see your fucking skin. But anyway.
And the hair is dramatically different.
But yeah, of course, things were done. But the thing is you know what? It sounds like it's such a cliche to say, you know what? Maybe I should teach you how to whoop somebody's ass, or say, fuck you, dumbass. Because what's going to happen is you get this drastic change of surgery done. Your chin, your nose, your ears, your eyebrows, and you're 14 years old and you haven't finished growing yet because you still grow after 14. And then all they say now is, oh, look who got some plastic surgery. If they're going to be assholes, they're going to be assholes. They're going to find a way. There's a way to tease you over getting something done. And they're like, oh, I got to you. Oh, this is great.
Right.
Just do this much, I got to you.
All right, the pinning the ears back. If it's your kid, yes or no?
I'm leaning more positive towards that.
All right.
I can't say. It'd be a lot of thought about it, actually, because that's even something that you never know.
All right, Jesus.
Overall, I like to believe that everybody would be as resilient as Jank is in the fact that he could power through everything. But I feel that at the teenager era or stage, they need that self-esteem to build their character. So I feel if you're always crushing them, it's gonna really affect them. Going through high school and then into college. I just feel like maybe pinning the ears, I would go and say okay, but not the other unnecessary procedures.
See, the problem is, look, we're going to agree, and our official ruling is pin the ears back, leave the chin and nose alone. She's 14. You don't know what her face is going to look like afterwards, okay? And my face doesn't look like what it looked like when I was 14, et cetera, right? So we all seem to agree on that. But I'm worried about our own decision, because I'll tell you what, because it starts with the ears, and just like that happened in that case, then it goes to the nose, and it goes to the chin, and it starts at 14, but then moves to 12. And the overall societal implications are scary.